Here we are, and thank you for joining us for round two. We're out at Mount Xavier for round two of the Golden City Classic. This is PRKD Media's coverage, brought to you by the wonderful people at Guff, Australia's premier disc golf bricks and mortar store. My name is Jason Wiedner, and I'm joined by a man who coincided his disc golf deterioration with the weather deterioration on the day. Matty Faz.
Sadly, a plus 24 isn't the worst round I've ever had in a tournament. Jesus.
So, hoping not to throw a plus 24 is our lead card in MPO today. And yeah, as mentioned, the weather is vastly different to the day before. We're expecting a lot of rain and a big temperature drop. As we see, even Ryan Deere has the hood on because it's cold and has his jumper and hasn't lost it, which is also amazing. So because good to see him on lead card today.
Yes, in the Quality PRKD Media threads there. No, it was a disgusting contrast to the day before. You'd think you're in another state.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw Markus, Villota and Ryan Hart throw very good rounds the day before. But as we go to hole one now, this is a brainchild, again, of Reese Circuit. We're teeing off from the golf tee pad up near the clubhouse. As we go down this fairway, not going too far right, we crash through the trees, Mando trees on either end, and up into what is usually the basket of three.
Yeah, so the drone not taking flight from the tee pad, just to clarify the line the players will be throwing off hole one here. Yeah, so we'll be looking for, if the right-handed backhand player's throwing anything, it's probably the big turnover. If you're gutsy, like myself, you can go a roller. But yeah, big turning backhand or power forehand for the right-hand players.
As we see the PRKD Media A team on the camera for this round, Matty. Two of the members. Chris Salter on the reaction cam there, so thank you very much to the Saltzman for helping us out on the day, because two of our members decided to keep playing a tournament instead of doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, they were battling it out in MA3, and due to the weather, we did have some hold-ups, some lightning warnings.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we suspended play for a good hour and a half there in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it was a long day out here, but as we do as disc golfers,
it needs to come out of that.
We all persist, and well, that turned over a little bit too much, but he's in the clear. Does take birdie out of the equation, though.
There's Ryan Hart, who hasn't got changed from the day before, which is a little alarming, I'm going to say.
Yeah, shot he loves here, the big turning backhand.
Look at it go. Does it without any effort whatsoever.
Oh,
look at that. Matty catching every bit of that flight.
Perplexing, and that is really, really far.
Yeah.
Where he's landed relative to those trees will determine his upshot. Classic Ryan Deere highs a flip there.
Yeah, as the rain starts to fall, and yeah, he doesn't have any trouble with that shot, does he?
No, and gets a nice bit of hovercraft action there just to gain another 20 metres on that throw.
As we're away for round two, and we should mention Dave Perry, of course, with the outright lead by 2 shots thanks to his brilliant round yesterday at Vic Park.
Well, had to keep that one low out of the hand, but he's managed to do so. But I think that's pushing past the Mando, and it has.
Oh, it has it?
Yeah, you need to stay inside left of those trees. Unfortunately, he'll incur a penalty stroke there.
Dave trying to get through the trees nice and early.
Yeah, just because you get far on this tee shot doesn't guarantee you a straightforward upshot, as has been evidenced there by Dave's shot, and that's rolling.
Where on earth is he?
The wrong way. Yeah, he's still got about 50 metres to the bucket.
Yeah, right.
Ryan with his drawstring in his mouth then. Yuck.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to make of that. It's like a chew toy for him.
Oh, yeah, it's almost reminiscent of...
He must be teething.
Yeah, it always reminded me of Kobe Bryant when he used to mung on his
jersey.
mung on his jersey when he was...
Or Steph Curry chewing on his mouth guard.
Yeah. Strange boy.
To say the least. So a nice little up there from Dave Perry.
All right, so Ryan throwing 3 here. Flexing that one nicely. Should
Nice
have
little zone flick.
no problems getting in for his par.
Go in.
Oh, that had the right shape on it.
And Markus will have to settle for a bogey. Tournament leader Dave uses every second he can for his routine these days.
He's definitely taking a lot longer than he usually has. And it's evident in the quality of his putting, that's for sure.
Yes, a man of strict routine.
You know, this is a new putting form. Speaking of putting forms, from Ryan Deere, which seems to be working so far. He's not turning the disc sideways now, so that's always a good sign.
No, great signs for the hashtag hybrid.
The hybrid athlete, yes. Indeed. Hole 2 is an extended version of the standard hole 1 here at Mount Xavier as we head around to the right and up the hill onto this, what looks to be almost a disused golf green, doesn't it, Matty?
It does have a bit of that going on. Yeah, no, the players here, again, looking for a left to right moving shot. We know Dave definitely has the power to mash the forehand out there. Rollers can be a play. Sky Annies with the backhand, but a low pushing power forehand is ideal.
Perfect. So rain's starting to fall at this point.
Yeah, we see Ryan just birthing that disc from his shirt.
Just crowning it there.
I think his water broke on hole 1. Low turner. You don't need massive distance on this first shot. With
Not
the second
really.
shot,
It's a generous par 4. I mean, getting out and around the corner. All these guys can get up there on their second. Not a
Yeah.
problem.
there is an OB sand trap that should be mentioned.
There is on the left-hand side, Matty, you're right.
Yeah, in the foreground of the green on the left-hand side. You can see the chasm in shot there. Ryan, I think he'll be going straight mid-range if I know my Ryan Deere disc golf.
Yep, and you tend to. Look at that rain absolutely persisting down.
Persistent. Oh, yes. Get up.
There's not a lot that Matty loves more than a straight flowing disc, is there,
I
Matty?
do. It's the prettiest shot in disc golf, and it's the shortest.
Yep.
Most economic.
As we see the Guff sponsorship on the basket, and we've spoken at length about what a big part Guff plays in Ballarat disc golf.
Not to mention getting us around the country.
So I get a little bit of umbrella work from Dave Gannon there. Thank you, Dave. Look at that for an approach from Dave.
Spins it under
Dave
the
Perry's
basket.
got no idea how good that is, or does he?
I think he does, just knowing how good he can play. Markus with a pretty decent hoof for a standstill. Manages to
Yeah.
sneak it over that crest, though.
Would have liked a little bit more hoof on it, I reckon.
Yeah. Good stability on that disc getting to ground.
I'll lay that one
Should
up.
make for an easy birdie for Rhino. All right, the hybrid.
The hybrid athlete himself. Ooh.
Lofty little hyzer putt there, not connecting.
Which form do you call that of the hybrid?
That putt needs a reform.
Yep. Oh, Marcus. He's better than that, isn't he?
Yeah, we saw a few of those, as we call them, tournament putts early in the first round from Markus, but he'll no doubt find his groove.
And a solid birdie from Ryan Hart there keeps him, and he looks pretty happy with it as he walks off.
I reckon he gave himself
He gave himself the Robert De
affirming-
Niro sort of approval, didn't he?
We all need a bit of self-affirmation on the
Yeah, a little
course.
bit of a speech bubble would have told you, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Big jam.
As we move on to 3, which is standard 2 through a narrow gap here, and it's downhill. It's quite open once you get down here, but avoiding the early trees. We'll give the disc a full flight, straight or slightly turning mid being the play here, Matty, or forehand even.
Yeah, anything that you can throw straight.
This is a Toro, isn't it, from Dave?
Correct. Yeah, not getting over on that one enough.
No.
Would be a gutsy run on that elevated basket. Yeah, if you do throw the forehand shot from this tee, you do open up the gap a little more.
That's the line to take. Oh, he's gone a little long, which is always a danger. But good backdrop of logs. There will stop you going too long.
The smooth hyzer flip from Rhino. Deer.
Yeah, a little bit close on the right-hand side. Does he struggle with touchy shots like this, Markus Villota? Did I moz him then?
I think you did. I think you manifested that shot.
Sorry, Markus. Just what I've seen, just based on what I've seen.
And he's not left with an easy upshot here.
No, it's a terrible place here to treat.
And might take out might take this chance to shout out tournament sponsors 3 Horn, who are found in Bannockburn, Western Victoria, and they won champion mead producer at the 2024 Australian National Mead Competition. Did you know that was
Australian National Mead Competition?
They got 1
Wow.
gold, 4 silver, and 4 bronze medals.
How many events are there at the mead competition?
How many types of mead is there? That's nine medals they got.
Oh, wow. Well, that's probably a good showing, I'd imagine. I mean, it depends how many breweries are competing in the mead Olympics, I
Yeah.
suppose, doesn't it?
I wonder if Russia and China had a team.
Latvia, Belarus. Oh, a long look from... and a good little rollback.
Yeah. A long but intelligent look. No
Yeah,
consequence.
which is not often said about the hybrid.
All right, Markus. Can he make up for those? No, he cannot.
And a head scratch as he watches it roll back to him. He just stared that disc down, didn't he?
I think he was trying to calculate the physics on that roll away. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
As he gives Ryan Hart a crack at it now. Oh, and he buds it.
Yeah, so 3 Horn Mead, the largest producer of mead by volume in Victoria and 3rd largest in the country. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
A Macbethian-like comebacker.
And that was a much harder putt, you'd have to say. Much harder.
Yeah, I agree. Well,
Yeah, disappointing miss. Disappointing.
he might need a couple of meads after that one.
Yeah. Is he old enough to drink mead?
I don't think he is. Maybe if he's with a guardian at his home or a licensed premises.
Yep. Now, hole 4, 175 metre, is a downhill with a double. Mando as we go past the left one there. And we've already been past the right-hand one. It's downhill, and in my opinion, probably one of the best holes on this course, matey.
So much fun to throw. Even for someone like me who has very little forehand.
Yeah, I remember last time we played here, watching you struggle with par. It was good.
I think I made a pretty decent putt to par this one.
As Dave, oh, geez, he gets close to that right-hand Mando.
Yeah, not good from Dave there. But you can afford to make those kind of mistakes when you're 5 shots up.
You can.
All right, the hybrid. Keeps it low, keeps it safe.
Gee, that's a nice-looking shot. Yeah, it ends up down to the right, but not too far in.
Yeah,
so
in between 2 trees and
pretty reasonable first shot.
Yeah, again, one of these par 4s that doesn't require a lot of distance off the tee. More about placement, setting up for your second shot. Surprised we haven't seen a forehand yet. I guess if you want max distance, the backhand is the play. And we know Ryan likes his distance shots. Yeah, that's awesome from Ryan. He'll have a little pitch forehand to get up and down there.
I think they'd be worried about the fade on the forehand, Matty. Being downhill hole, just fading way too far to the right.
that slide.
Yeah, you might
Being a
be-
forehand connoisseur yourself, you'd probably be aware of that.
Yeah, I'm not putting that much thought into my shank forehands. Hence why they are.
Forehands do tend to, because you put a lot of torque on them early, they do tend to fade out quite hard. So if you've got a downhill that you're throwing in, they will fade out really, really hard.
Shrewd analysis, Jace. I'm impressed.
I'm a forehand guy.
You actually are now. All right, Dave with a technical little shot that needs to be executed here. I think he'll be aiming at me on catch cam there.
Shit.
A bit high.
Yeah, I would have liked to get that a little bit flatter,
Yeah, it's a
but ends up okay.
Yeah, it does. And just if you're wondering, those Park Media hoodies, which are available through our website, are not waterproof. We don't want any false advertising from Deeros there.
No, they're definitely not waterproof.
They are comfortable.
Yep.
All right, eagle look for Rhino. And we'll
Nice gentle little up.
take one of the easiest birdies he'll ever get. Oh, nice touch.
Was that too touchy? Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Didn't have the carry I thought
No,
it was going
it
to.
was a
but-
little dainty out of the hand, I want to say. And as we get a good look at the disc golf fit of Markus Villota today. He's gone in all black today. Colour coding once again.
Yeah, he's a man that puts some real thought into his disc golf fashion.
Yeah, nice crocheted top, usually.
And is always challenging the sleeves or whatever shirt he wears.
Absolutely.
Nice, Dave.
As while we're talking crap, Dave Perry takes another birdie.
Yeah, and it was from 2 shots that I wouldn't say were great.
Yeah, it's a better putt from Ryan Deere.
Nice, Ryan.
And a really, really solid birdie from Ryan Hart.
And I can say the same for Markus.
So, yeah, birdies all round there, except for Ryan Deere. As we move on to 5, this is only a short one, 75 metres. It's a pretty narrow line, but one you would expect everyone on this card to get, Matty.
Yeah, flex forehand is preferred here just so you can crash it into that right to left slope. The forehand also widens the gap on the fairway. Dave's manages to beat all of that and sneaks up onto the green. He might even be in bullseye.
Yeah, as we welcome Kyle Herbertson to Reaction Cam.
Yeah, his his debut.
Nice
Seems
of
to
him to join us and remember his responsibilities.
Yeah, and good of him to keep the spirits high after a narrow defeat in the MA3
It was
division.
a narrow defeat, and then he'd love us bringing that up to our standard catch cam guy, Ash Wheater, also shaking hands.
He's in good form, Kyle, as we see Markus.
Testing that line, but that looks good. That looks good. I'm going to say that's good.
Oh, just nicked that tree.
And rolls down the hill.
Oh,
That was not.
I think that was still rolling as I turned away.
That was not fair.
And he brandishes the teeth in disgust there, Markus.
Those iconic teeth.
Boy, do they reflect. And Luna, one of Ryan's favourite throwing putters.
Yeah, known for it, isn't he?
Yeah. He can throw that thing a long, long way.
As we get a shot in the background there of just how heavily it's raining, it is really, really uncomfortable for players and cameramen out there.
After shooting the round eye shot, I was pretty miserable at this point. My bucket hat was just soaked and flopping, and it was cold. Kyle doesn't care, though. He's there in shirt and shorts. All right, Rhino.
A difficult look for Ryan Hart here. And just a layup, which you don't often see from Ryan Hart, is a layup.
No, he's a hunter out there. That was a uncharacteristic shot there as the hybrid pops that one in for the birdie. It's got to stick, doesn't it?
It does. He's done this to himself. The disc golf hybrid.
I think all of our disc golfers should get nicknames sort of a la the NBA.
You think so?
Yeah, I like the idea of it.
So a par there for Markus, and did not deserve that after his tee shot.
No, and
Getting sick of saying this, but another birdie for Dave Perry.
he was so close after a shot that probably missed its line.
Yeah, and just got a really crap roll down the hill. As we move to 6, it's a par 3. It's a weird hole, this one, and there's a couple of different ways to play it, but there's elevation in play. It doesn't show up on camera there, but yeah, backhand just at that tallish bush on the right-hand side, or a forehand crashing the hill. I mean, there's a lot in the way. There's a lot that can go wrong, Matty. How do you play it?
Yeah, like you said, it's an awkward shot. I think high backhand flexes with a bit of late stability is the go here. Now, Dave decides to go straighter with a hyzer flip, and that one hyzers out a little early, but gets basket high.
Still spinning furiously when it lands there.
Oh, he put some revs on those discs.
Ryan goes low. Now, you can be lucky not to catch anything here, and he has. So that's what can go wrong if you go low.
Yeah, I do like the hyzer flip play here. Getting that late turn ensures that you won't get too much fade going left down that slope, as Ryan does the complete opposite to what I just suggested. And parks it. And parks it.
And parks it without his glasses on too, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Matty. So they're obviously getting wet and fogged up.
Yeah, it wasn't very bright out there, as you can see. Markus trying to follow Ryan's line, but pushes it too far.
Yeah,
to
he's
right.
going to be in that thick prickle type bush. So that quite the elevation. Can't see it on camera, but that's quite the elevation for Ryan to throw up there. And somewhere deep inside is Markus.
Looks like a scene from Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World.
Blair Witch Project. Here he is.
It looks like he's putting, I guess.
Now, Max Tats is actually in there with him. You just can't see him. Yeah, he did well just to get out of there, really.
Yeah, he
didn't
did. That Anheuser putt landed relatively flat by the look of it.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a direct line, anything but a direct line here.
Good pass save.
His putting's been good from what I've seen from Markus in the last 12 months. This is probably the best I've seen him putt.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if he's put a lot of conscious effort to it off course.
You know, Ryan Deere we refer to as the hybrid. What do we refer to this man as? If it's a Victorian tournament, then he's the GOAT and nothing else. But,
Well, affectionately known as Peaches.
Peaches.
Do we remind viewers why we call him Peaches, or do we just...
I think everyone's well aware of why we call him Peaches.
do we just wait for the right shot
Yep.
to sort of say it for us?
As we move on to 7 now, we're on our way into the woods, and this narrow path here creates a hell of a lot of havoc for most that play it. We continue around to the right and see the basket here, but this first shot is a particularly tough one, Matty, as the path slopes down from right to left.
The signature hole on the course, and you won't see a 100-metre par 4 that incurs strokes more than this one in Australia.
And that is not a good way to play it.
No, anything left of those log barricades you can see on the left is OB, and gosh, even playing for safety on the right can leave you with a really obstructed upshot, often resulting in a pitch out. There's just a lot that can go wrong on such a short par 4. Oh, I'm not sure what he was really wanting out of that shot. Obviously, it was a little too nose up, but even if that came out, that was going to be dense. That was going to be amongst the dense trees on the right. Yeah, a little lapse there from Rhino.
I've seen guys just land it up on the entrance there. It's a lot easier second shot once you get up there.
Yeah, we can see the hybrid trying to do that and sort of creeps back down. He might have a nice easy forehand for his approach for birdie. See Markus with mid-range in hand.
He's turned that over a little. Could bounce back down perfectly. And that's the spot. That's the spot where you want to be because it makes that second shot a nice forehand flex. This is now a really tough second shot for Dave Perry.
Yeah, and throwing 3.
Because he's not over the crest yet. As the hybrid tucks into his play lunch in the background. Must be recess time.
Yeah, he really looks forward to this time of the day.
He loves a sandwich. There's Ryan Deere, the hybrid.
Yeah, Dave couldn't get too aggressive there, just having to play for position.
There's a growing number of Melbourne disc golfers who love a sandwich, of course. Sam Barnett, one of our favourites, enjoys a sandwich daily.
Yeah, you won't see him pack his own, though.
No.
He'll always indulge in the local sandwich shop or the bakery.
So, with an equally as difficult shot,
going with that high flex forehand again.
that's going to be okay because he's going to have a look through there to the basket.
All right, Ryan with a chance to make up some strokes on his card mate here. Must have a pretty wet disc. Oh, that looks good.
And that's how much easier it makes it. And that's why people landed up there, Matty, because it's basically a putter shot up there, but it makes that second shot. And Markus is going to show us too. Hopefully, I haven't mozzed him. Oh, wow.
Well, you did.
Absolutely did. That's nearly good enough for lamb shanks there, Markus.
Yes, I think someone would be warranted to submit that one to us.
Absolutely. That could be my pick coming up.
All right, Dave throwing 4 now.
Is that Toro?
Not an easy putt coming back for
No, not an
his
easy one.
bogey. Will be the first blemish on Dave's card this round.
It's a difficult line for Markus to take, but he's done that extremely well.
Yeah, it's not easy navigating those trees. That's a really nice effort for the par save.
Sit.
All right, Dave. Bogey save.
Gets it. Yeah, this is the Dave Perry. This is 2025 for Dave Perry. Matty,
Yeah.
There's not even a question anymore of that magnitude. It's just you mark it in now.
Yeah, we haven't known him to be one of the better putters in the MPO division, but it's pretty safe to say that he is now. And it's all sort of happened over the last year where we didn't see him play a lot of tournaments. So he must have been just putting in the work in his own time.
Yeah, look, he's another year older. Just a little bit more maturity, a little bit more of a level head. As we move to 8, and this is a tough one to birdie, 75 metres, there's 2 lines to the basket. Neither of them are direct in any particular way. So we see the flex forehand line from Ryan, and you just want to hit as little as you can, really.
Yeah, it's a bit of a poke and hope, this one. Course designers would probably deem it a transition hole.
A little bit. Needs a little bit of work. There's the backhand line from Markus. We get a good look at that. And there's a hell of a lot that can go wrong there.
Dave gives that tacky sack a spank. Throwing an Innova rat.
A rat?
Yeah, I don't see too many rats. Not thrown in Australia
I
anyway.
don't think I've ever heard of an Innova rat before.
No, we've heard of plenty about the Ballarats, but I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
The biggest one being Duncan McIntosh. Speaking of Duncan McIntosh, there's a backhand shank from Rhino.
Yeah, fairly redential bunch, aren't they? The buffoons, I like to call them. But no, we love them. They're a good part of disc golf in Victoria.
Oh, it wasn't one of the best parts of this weekend going to...
And Ryan Hart just throwing that log further than his tee shot.
You certainly did. We got to visit the Bloodshed, Matt Hunter's man cave.
We did on this particular weekend, and what a I don't know. What do you say? What a terrifying place.
You wouldn't want to be in there alone with him.
No, we must thank Matt Hunter for his hospitality, and he's a great man, and he provided us a great place to wind down after round 1.
Oh, he really did. Hopefully we can hold a episode of the Clubhouse there someday.
Yeah, we're all waiting for that. That's what we're hoping for, and I'm sure he'd love that.
Oh,
disappointing putt there from Ryan Hart, who's been putting well in this tournament so far. And so is this man to save a par. So, yeah, it's Dave Perry, a gap, and then the other 3 guys on the card just trying to stay in touch, isn't it?
yeah, it really is a battle for second now.
He's not going to give him an easy path there. You get the feeling he's not going to give up any shots. So they're going to have to take him if they want them.
Yeah, look, the conditions are dicey. There's birdies to be had, but the way Dave's been playing, a 6-stroke lead, it feels insurmountable to me.
Yep, he's really good at throwing plastic straight and where he wants to. As we get to the last hole of this front 9, which is a par 450 metres, it's up a dirt track. It twists one way, it winds back the other, it goes uphill, and then it twists back the original way again. So it's a tough par 4, Matty.
Yeah, it's a genuine chicane, isn't it?
It's just about staying in the middle, I think, is the key, isn't it?
Yeah, look, for the right-hand backhand, you want something that moves right to left and then fades out at the end. Yeah,
That's not too far in.
he almost hit that shot.
Close.
Yeah, if you're in that first line of trees, you can still find your way out. You just don't want to be that much deeper than that.
Correct. And sorry, I misspoke. You want something moving left to right.
Like this, for example.
Oh, that's no good.
Fuck's sake.
That's a long way in.
Yeah, moving the backhand left to right so it fades left at the end of its flight will be the ideal landing spot. Finally got that one out, Jace. It's Wednesday night. It's late. Here we go. Dave puts into motion what I couldn't even put into words. What a throw.
That is delicious. And that's going to get round the corner.
That's
That
even
is-
better. No.
Oh, nice kick.
Very nice kick. It didn't have the turn I thought it had, but
And just out drives Perry there.
all right, Bill. Do your best there, buddy. Oh, I guess he's got somewhat of a pronounced gap on the
Where?
left, if you can call it. If you can call it pronounced. That,
Yeah, right, mate.
Yeah.
There's no gap there. He's in that deep. He's just decided to stay in there. Coming out could be fraught with danger.
He's just accepted his new wooded reality. Mate, this kid needs to dry his discs.
He
before
needs a
puts them
rag
back
or
in the
something. I mean,
bag.
he's got. He just. I don't know. He's just a mess.
Nah, he does what I do. He puts a wet disc back in his bag and it wets all the
So
other
do I.
discs.
Yeah, so do I,
And
I
then you've
must
got to
admit.
pull them out and
I'd
dry
rather
them.
dry them as I use them
Yeah.
than after I finish throwing them.
It is a slower process, though.
It is.
I'm trying to get better at it.
Well, it's stressful then because you've got to dry it in time, don't you?
Yeah.
Dave for his second up the dirt track, and it is really, really raining now.
Oh, yes. This looks really good. Oh, and that's how you play the hole, guys.
Yeah, that's it. It's that simple, and that's how you birdie.
Yep. Optimal stuff there from Rhino. And he'll take one, maybe two on Villota.
Yeah, as Villota considers joining the rest of the pack.
Really love it. Why? I'm joking.
All right. Now, Ryan needs this one to hold on to second.
No such luck there for Ryan. Let's get a good look at Dave Perry's rain-soaked gallery at support crew. Looking like a bunch of drowned rats. Oh, just
God,
a
we
little
talked-
left.
We talked up the putt last hole and he's gone and done that.
Oh,
Ooh.
and a tray bounce for Ryan Hart. And a head shake because he knows how lucky he is there.
Yeah, good enough for equal second.
So, yeah, nice birdie there for him. Good finish for par, so no damage there for Villota.
Yeah, considering he so he took the scenic route.
So, yes, a par for Perry and a par for Deer. Means Dave Perry stands his six-shot lead over Markus Villota and 5 shots over Ryan Hart and Ryan Deer as we take a look at the leaderboard, Matty.
Yeah, not a lot of action coming from the chase card here. We see Nate Parrish putting together a pretty nice round there at 2 under. Leo Dykes with the equal hot round for the day at 3 under, and a few others there that we bear not mention.
Yeah, so there is 9 holes and 1/2 a round of this round 2 of the Golden City Classic for 2025 to come from Mount Xavier. Matty, I'm definitely coming back. Are you?
I certainly will.
Thank you to the wonderful people at Guff, Australia's premier bricks and mortar disc golf store. I've been Jason Wiedner.
I mean, Matty Faz.
And until next time,
Park it.